Ancient Romans bought vials of gladiator sweat. In ancient Rome, wealthy women would buy vials of sweat and dirt scraped from the skin of famous gladiators and use it as a face cream. Genghis Khan returning from plunder. Journey to the West. Journey to the West. If Sanzang had a gun. In my head for some reason. 1899. 1901. Can you name one instance of a group of Christians attacking and killing people and declaring it to be the mandate of God? Inhales. Who would win? An elite PLO strike team. An unrecognized micronation with a population of 2. Never ask a woman her age. A man. His salary. Joan of Arc. Where the duck is Arc. When Aphrodite learns the truth of her creation. Please say psych. 50% of Nazi Germany's destroyer fleet when HMS Warspite appears out of the mist. Wow, my first trip on a cruise ship. Wonder who my cabin mate will be. Are these tickets refundable? I bet what he's thinking about other women. What if Operation Barbarossa never happened? You played the Black Ops Cold War campaign? Yeah, it was fun. Hope the plot wasn't real though. It wasn't real, right? 1.5 million people dying of starvation and disease in Ireland. Parliament. The Soviets only give 1 out of the 2 of their men rifles. They give the other half submachine guns. Point of view. You are an Ottoman prince and your brother just became the Sultan. Okay, get in. Not completely evil Axis countries meeting. Well, this is awkward. You are a Japanese general who challenged the Russian army to a duel to face your champion. The Russians send a Montenegrin officer who volunteered to stand up to the Japanese champion. Americans, lol, you don't even have revolvers. Prussians, howitzers. Ship, gets shot at. United States. We ride at dawn, bitches. Some dude in 455 BC looking at the body of Aeschylus with a cracked skull laying next to a dead turtle. What a Claymore design 50 years ago looks like in my head. What a Claymore design 50 years ago actually looks like. Students, European history is so complex. European history. France. England. Be a loving husband. Have a lot of affairs. George II of Great Britain. Your sergeant goes missing. Union Army. He shows up again a few days later. He has a group of Confederate partisans with him. He is joining their attack against you. This is going to be awesome, Your Highness. 3rd consort and 2nd concubine are fighting in the Spring Palace about 5th prince's tutors. Please stop. We are fighting a war and the treasury is empty. Don't strike first. Soviets don't strike first. No nuclear war. Constantly be prepared to preemptively strike. Take extreme measures to prevent the Soviets from knowing when. Soviets bug the embassy and find out anyway. Soviets don't strike first because they know they'll find out if the US is going to. A long time ago. You can live rent free in me if you make energy for me. Yes. Look, we will give you $3 million if you stay quiet about the attempted bribe and release our agent. I will accept and stay quiet if you instead give me $33 million in economic aid for Singapore. Province of Judea. Why do you call me Syria Palestine? Rome. Sometime in the 2nd century. Because duck you. That's why. Man, I sure do love my girlfriend. Her letters keep saying in the hells that the war in Europe has brought me. I'm about to read one of her letters now. I want to read her affectionate greetings. The letter starts with Dear John, I screwed. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Abraham Wald. Churchill after warning everyone about how dangerous Germany was, and now they're at war again. Being right sucks. Churchill. Random woman. If I were your wife, I'd poison your team. Churchill. If I were your husband, I'd drink it. Mainland Chinese parents after 1980. I'm pregnant. Are you having a boy or an abortion? Stalin's relationship with his children. Stalin. Svetlana. Vasily. Yakov. Mao after killing 40 million people and unlocking the golden skin. When you realize that the Epic of Gilgamesh, the oldest story written and known to man, begins within those days. If quote ascribed to historical character is about success, friendship and other shit, it probably does not belong to that historical character. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, Albert Einstein what he thought of Asians. Sorry gentlemen, but you can't display your flag anymore. This is now German soil. I hate you Prussian swine. Don't worry gentlemen, I found a solution. A way of defiance. 20th century Chinese armies. Bandit Pacification Army. Dare to Die Corps. Terrorist Eradication Army. Citizen Espionative Army. Modern armies. First Army. Second Army. Third Army. Fourth Army. Mendeleev. Invents periodic table so people won't have to memorize the element properties. Chemistry teachers. Makes the students memorize the table. Mendeleev. That guy says your copper sucks. If you want to take them, take them. If you do not want to take them, go away. Dude, your copper kinda sucks. A fine addition to my collection. You try thrice for the presidency and lose every time. You successfully advocate for the passing of 4 amendments to the Constitution. Who would win? A legendary Irish queen with the appetite for 30 romantic partners. Some cheese. Point of view. You suffer from tuberculosis in the 1800s. No, you were supposed to retreat when you saw the chlorine gas we used. Use his handkerchief soaked with urine to protect himself from gas. Breaking up in person. Breaking up over a text. Building a damn church so you can get divorced. Dr. Gay Hitler, renowned dentist and son of George Washington Hitler, waging total war on plaque during the 1940s in Ohio. I'm not ashamed of my history. Exactly. That's the problem. You should be. Black Death. Poland, Milan, Iceland, Andorra. An emperor should not outlive his empire. Pro-slavery people in 1807. We could never stop slavery because slaves are too economically valuable. We'd fall behind to other countries. Britain, hold my beer. Genie, you have one wish. Me, make him alive. Samoa after watching his friend get their head shot cause they raised their head using a scope. Noted. The Byzantine Empire was a weak and backward state. Byzantine Empire enjoyers. If it was that weak, then why did it last 1000 years? 50-year-old plane in my head. 50-year-old plane in reality. When you are a Wu soldier and see 3 waves of you soldiers launch themselves at you before slitting their own throat. Ernest Shackleton. Hey kid, wanna know how I survived the Antarctic? Okay, sure, why not? 1 hour later. Jesus Christ, Ernest. 1944. Adolf Husinger will never be the chairman of NATO. He's Hitler's chief of staff. 1961. Socrates watching Diogenes pee on himself to prove a point. Soviets declaring to be anti-imperialists and hating imperialism. Also the Soviets. Some dumbass kid poking his eye out with a stitching tool. A system being created allowing blind people to read effectively. Britain in British history books. Britain in American history books. Britain and Indian history books. Britain and Hong Kong history books. This photo of Stalin with his daughter and some of his staff couldn't have aged that poorly. The photo in question. Morgan Robertson, after correctly predicting the Titanic disaster 14 years in advance, would you please listen? I'm not a prophet. I just know a lot about boats. Here's a prophet. 442 British and American sailors. 20 over 60 hours in the water completely covered in oil to the point of not seeing anything. Naval officer Shunsa Kukudo. Never ask a woman her age. A man, his salary. The CIA. What happened in an Indian desert in May 1998. Wow, this dolphin Peter Shaw is a quick learner. The experiment has been a success. After I leave, I hope he lives a good life with his dolphin friends. Nothing wrong will happen. Oh shit. Napoleon wants money for war with England. Thomas Jefferson wants to purchase Louisiana. British bank offers to lend Thomas the money. Thomas Jefferson borrows the money and buys Louisiana. Declares war on Britain with Louisiana money. British-French rivalry. We are the most iconic rivals in history. Yes. Earth the year rivalry. At it again. Dhaka. Who would win? One of Islam's greatest Sunni leaders. An ill 16-year-old Christian king with an iron mask. Ducking you against your will has been incredible. But I feel kind of bad for you, so I'll let you go after the ransom is paid. You shall die. Huh. What happened, Chilmara? That only one man who has been intimate with me shall remain alive. Feeling depressed? Without purpose? Need to reflect on your feelings? Do what men have always done. Join the French Foreign Legion. Died 1806. Born 1836. Welcome back, Holy Roman Empire. Died May 29, 1453. Born May 29, 1453. Welcome back, Constantinople. Mayo. We outnumber those Poles by a factor of 100. We'll win this battle for sure. We outnumber by 100. Surrender. No. Hi, Willy Brandt. How is it going in West Germany? Hi, Erich Honecker. We are busy with the Kindler project, where we are placing homeless children with pedophile men as foster parents, since we think they are ideal for this role. This project will last decades. It's time to reinforce the wall. What Romans believed the Celtiberians woman would do? You lost. Your forces have been destroyed. Now you and your children are slaves of Rome. There is nothing I can do. What they actually did. We have won the battle. Almost all your warriors are dead. Just surrender once and for all, so we can enslave your tribe and end this. No, I have already sent my children to Ategina, so you can't lay your hands on them, you dirty savage. Now I'm going to poison myself. See you in the underworld. Russian history in a nutshell. Russian tsars and dictators. Welcome to hell, comrade. Russian civilians. Saddam Hussein's son. Central Bank of Iraq. Withdraw $1 billion from the bank and give it to me. Central Bank of Iraq. Romans after 800 exhausting years. Finally, it's done. Some Greeks after just 11 years. Nice warm up, boys. Hitler in his bunker believing the 12th Army is moving to link up with the 9th Army and break the Soviet encirclement of Berlin. The 12th Army moving to link up with the 9th Army so they can both surrender to the Americans. The Indian National Army according to Japan. Please teach me more about Japan's wonderful culture. The Indian National Army in reality. The one who destroys the world with fire. Shiva himself. Frederick the Great. Alexander the Great. Hanno II the Great. Operation Soviak in 2500 Nazi scientists recruited by the USSR. Operation Paperclip. 1600 Nazi scientists recruited by the US and UK. Medieval newlyweds. All their friends and family. Builds first indoor toilet. Reaction from people when they learn that you shit indoors. Germany. Politely asking Mexico to invade the US. Mexican officials. Germany. Being dead serious. Norse explorers. Surrounded by Native Americans with no hope of survival. A heavily pregnant, nude Frida's Eric's daughter armed with a sword and a cow. I didn't hear no bell. Boston boys on January 15, 1919 be like, it isn't water. This is my cousin Joey studying to be a priest in Georgia. Please give your prayers on his journey with Jesus. Aaron Burr watching the 275 men sent by Thomas Jefferson to arrest him on false charges. Pure alpha Chad. Look at how he dominates this tiny woman. She is fearful. This is what you should aspire to be. Beast. Woke historians refuse to call this an example of diversity and inclusion, a tale of true immigrants. I wonder why. Roman soldier. Female goth. I'm sorry, why would we have Shreks? Roman soldier. Because, the entire gothic tribe. I'm having Shreks with everyone here. Why are you so serious about this? It's just a game. The game. Teenage boys picking what dead nation they will be obsessed with. Rome. The USSR. Creators of the first atomic bombs. Scientists. Engineers. The guys who came up with the names. Aaron Burr killing Alexander Hamilton in a duel in 1804. Alexander Hamilton Jr. representing Burr's second wife in their divorce in 1836. When her husband came down with a bad case of death, Zenobia took the throne. She started on a strong note. Your Majesty, my sincerest condolences on the recent tragedy that has saddled your head with the weight of the crown for. May I suggest we ease into your first day and invade Egypt. What? I'm the Queen of Egypt now. I'm Cleopatra. If I invade Laconia, you will be destroyed never to rise again. If 346 BC invasion of Laconia. Medieval armies. Ancient armies. Everyone can be redeemed. Hello ma'am, welcome to. What will you take? We will take Jerusalem. What did you say? Nothing, just a beer please. What most people think 1950s US nuclear weapons development was like. I want a nuclear hand grenade, nuclear rocket launcher, nuclear torpedo, and nuclear cannons. It will be done, my lord. What it was actually, usually, like. Holy, these things are inaccurate. Don't worry, it's like 4 megatons. You can't miss. Prussia in media. Prussia in history. Damn, those Bosch did a number on me. You will be fine. You just need some rest and maybe avoid smoking. Thanks doc. Hey, can I ask something? Don't you think the hospital location is little bit excessive? No, it's perfect. Why are you asking this question? Just asking. Klaus Barbie, you ducking Nazi. I hope you rot in hell. We will throw you into the worst prison in Europe, and I hope, if you want, I can hunt communist and KGB agents for the count of the CIA. AIDS is an American disease. It won't reach us in the USSR. How many children have tested positive? Modern philosophers. Time to talk about boring nonsense. I'll get us soy coffee. Ancient Greek philosophers. Nice physique bro. Thanks bro. Let's discuss the meaning of life later. Philip of France just casually riding into Paris. Some pig darting out of a pile of shit. You missed the point by idolizing them. You know what's weird? Apparently we are supposed to be covered in feathers. You know what's really weird? By the time my species came around, your species had been dead for 60 million years. Say wah. Hosh. Maybe it was unwise to fight for 700 years. And then I said to them, it is better to see the Turkish turban in the city rather than the papal tiara. I'm gonna execute you and your family. Take your fortune and add your son into my harem. Dad, I'm scared. Witness, so there they were. Giant creatures who trampled down our men. Historian, how did they look like? Witness, well, yassy. 1916, Western Front. Congratulations. Perishing. You boys did wonderful today. I might suggest you give a promotion to that you. MacArthur. Yes. That young guy seems promising. 1953. Korean War. Hey, you're all grown up. Nice medals. General. Moncler. Romania-Russia relations during World War I. Kingdom of Romania. Tsar Nicholas II. The Germans are invading Romania. Can we store our nation's entire gold reserves in your tsardom, ally? Vladimir Lenin. What a convenient way to spread world Bolshevism. 100 tons of gold. British Embassy in Bern 1941. Hey sup pal, I was wondering if I could be a spy for you. I have a feeling I could be helpful. Well, to be a spy for His Majesty you need special training. Look, get some info, like I don't know the name of German officer and we might recruit you. Okie dokie. Another desperate Frenchie. Hey. Look, I got what you asked for and here's some map about the secret German launch site in Calais. A drawing of those rockets and some 300 German documents. Bloody hell, how the duck. Boy, I sure do love testing this Japanese knee mortar. Federal Poop 02. Them, you should touch some grass. Me, okay. Takes Serena out of the Pokeball. Them.